More Life Podcast again, folks. Back at you one more time. Episode number 4. We're in the building.
Yes, sir.
JT, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, feeling great. How about you?
I'm feeling so good. Feeling like I just got paid.
On a Monday.
How y'all doing out there, folks? This is More Life Podcast, and I am your host with the most, Kyle And, and that's my co-host over there,
JT.
JT, what's up with you, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing great, doing great. This is episode number 4, folks, and we just want to welcome you and thank you for joining us once again here on the More Life Podcast. And basically, our mission is to bring more to your life through entertaining and thought-provoking conversation. How does it feel to be on episode number 4, JT?
Feeling good, man.
Feels good.
Can't
feels
complain.
Good, feels good. So how's things been going in your life?
It's been going pretty well.
That's good.
I was sick last week.
Oh, okay.
But
feeling better now?
Doing better. Yeah.
What happened?
Found out I had diabetes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's heavy, man.
Yeah. I had high sugar. My sugar level was high last week. So
Oh, wow.
when I was in the doctors, they let me know. So
Sorry to hear that, man.
gotta take care of myself.
When you was in the hospital last week, you posted that picture in the hospital, and they told you then? That's when you found out?
Yep.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Damn,
Yeah.
I was not expecting to start the show off on that note.
Me either, babe.
But
At least I'm still alive and here.
that's one way to look at it.
More life.
More life, baby. More life, more life. No matter what happens in life. Ooh, had a lot of difficulty right there. But anyways, no matter what happens in life, you know, we always strive to move forward, strive for greatness, and keep going, man. That's all you can do. Ain't no sense in looking back. Ain't no sense in complaining. Ain't no sense in worrying about it.
You know
what I'm
just gotta
saying?
keep it going and take care of myself so my body can take care of me.
I know that's right. So were there any special things that they told you got to start doing differently, or
Just watch what I eat, like
Okay.
carbs wise. Do a little bit more exercise.
okay?
Drink. Well, I already do that though, but drink more water.
So with diabetes, you know, we can actually turn this into a good learning moment for all the people out there who aren't really familiar with diabetes, like myself. You know, don't really know anybody with it. What exactly is it? You know what I'm saying? What exactly is it? You said it's got to do with sugar.
It's pretty much your glucose and
Okay.
your sugar intake, which is when your red cells is rejecting the sugar that it's supposed to be taken in.
I got you.
Either that you're producing too much sugar and it's not taking it in, or it's just not taking it in. But it also is like your body end up, trying to shut it out, push it out, either by, you're putting it in your urine or just having it come out in another form.
Okay.
Which your body needs your sugar. So if you got too much and your red cells are rejecting it, then that's when your body starts shutting down.
Okay, got you. So you got to do. I know a rapper that I don't really listen to him anymore. Boosie. Back in the day, I used to listen to him a lot, and he is a diabetic. And I remember he used to always talk about having to take shots in his stomach.
Yeah.
Is that something that you got to do?
The insulin, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta do that twice a day.
Oh wow, that's serious.
Yeah.
All right, well we gonna keep our prayers with you, man.
Appreciate it.
No doubt about it. I know this ain't a small thing to a giant, man. I know ain't nothing gonna hold you back in this world of greatness. I know you pretty well. So
definitely not gonna hold me back. I got good family support and
that's good.
people that got my back. So.
That's good. Keep your head up, man.
Always.
And the comments, man, go to his page and tell him to keep his head up.
Yeah.
At JT _ the barber.
The barber. DA barber.
Tell him to keep his head up. Keep your head up. Keep your head up,
Keep your
JT.
head
We rocking
up.
with you.
But yeah, I'm doing good now though. I'm back. I feel like myself.
That's
so.
good. Yeah, you got your usual bounce to you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That bag of money bounce.
I don't
So
know
we
about
like to call
that.
JT the bag of money.
But hey, we'll find out sooner or later.
That's good, man.
But how about yourself, man? How you doing?
Doing good. Can't really complain. Same old work. Wrapping up this whole school thing. So, You know, same old, same old. Can't really complain.
Almost done.
Yeah, life is good. Life is good. I'll be glad when I am done, so I can move on into the more business side of things. You know, get my business off the ground. But you know, it's just a patience type of thing. You know, you got to be patient. That's the way to success. That's being patient, right, doing the things the right way, and not rushing it or anything like that. So
yeah, that's the key right there. Being patient.
Definitely.
That's with anything in life.
Definitely anything, right? Job, work, kids.
Yeah.
That's a little inside.
I'm sick.
Yeah, you're sick. You're sick. Little inside joke for the folks who don't know. But anyways, life has been good though. I can't really complain. In a nutshell, you know. I recently heard. I was on social media, or I ain't gonna say I heard, but I saw a video of Martin and Tisha Campbell. I think her name's Tisha Campbell.
Yeah.
Well, let's just keep it real. Gina and Pam.
Yeah.
Okay, Martin, Gina, and Pam were coming out of a restaurant.
Yeah.
And you know, paparazzi be all over them.
Yeah.
So had you heard that they were bringing the show back? I didn't even know that.
Supposed to be doing a reboot.
That's what's up, man. I don't know how I feel. How you feel about it? I'm like in between.
Yeah, I'm in between. I'm a little excited
Uh-huh.
because it was one of my shows back in the 90s.
Right.
Back in the 90s, but I don't know how to feel because, you know, it's been a minute, man. And then you pretty much bringing the band back together.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, without one member. Because we all know, rest in peace, Tommy. He passed away some time ago. And
he ain't got no job, Tommy. But anyway,
wondering how they going to
and I seen a picture post, like a advertisement of them, like for the Martin thing. They had Kevin Hart, so I don't know if that's supposed to be the time he come back. Or,
I think that is.
But I hope
a little bit of fake Facebook news.
Yeah, news.
Because
I don't really see Kevin in it.
He's too big to come
TV
down to
TV-wise.
Be a guest character on a show. Now, if it was his show, his own show, where he's the star and it's his show, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But Kevin Hart is too big of an act to be a guest star on a show. You see what I'm saying? First of all. Second of all.
That's how I feel right now.
That's how Hollywood works. You know what I'm saying? Second of all of the pictures on it, I saw that flyer too on Facebook. And a lot of times people will go to Photoshop and they make these things. And the way that you can tell the difference is because when you look at the photos, you can't really tell all the time because you haven't seen every photo. But with those photos, I know the picture of Martin was from a stand-up special he did. Okay, and the picture of Gina was from when she was at a event and she took a picture on the red carpet. So it's like somebody took these pictures off the internet and put them all together. A major network is not going to do that.
No.
Secondly, it had Fox on there. Fox didn't pick up the show. Nobody's picked up the show yet. They still trying to get the show picked up. So it wouldn't have Fox on there because nobody's behind it yet. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know it's not real. Yeah. Actually, they caught the guy who played Cole coming out of a restaurant, and they asked him about it. And he was trying to kind of upsell it to Netflix. He wants Netflix to pick it up,
and that would be even better.
It is, because the way the world is now, like we've been talking about in the past, everything's pretty much going to streaming now anyways. TV is a thing of the past. Mm-hmm. You can look at it like, just put yourself in this mindset. It's 1950, right? The TV is the radio. Mm-hmm. The cell phone is the TV. Ain't nobody listening to the radio no more. We on our phones. You see what I'm saying?
Damn right.
We watch the TV on our phones and on our laptops and our tablets. So if a smart man takes his show to Netflix, because that's where the eyes are.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Makes sense to me. I think it's crazy how they always, TMZ and all these other, I don't know any other ones, but all these other paparazzi groups, they always know where these celebrities are. How do they do that?
Because they got a group of them motherfuckers.
But where they getting the information from? They share it with each other, like they meet up and be like, okay.
They like the dude on ESPN and NFL Network. They know everything, baby. They got phones going.
Several phones.
Yeah. He just came out of Cafe 290.
Right.
Like,
and they
really?
Soon, while he's waiting on the side of the curb for the valet to pull his car up, they jumping out the bushes with cameras.
Mm-hmm. Right there. Hey, are you picking up Martin again, right?
Right.
Hey, who knows?
They try to play it off, but then eventually they have to give you a little something, I guess.
Nah, man, nah.
Yeah.
It's just some rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Let me see. Oh, I saw another situation like that where Tiny, I don't know if her and T.I. are still married. Is that his wife?
I don't know.
I don't know how to address her, but we'll just say Tiny. Everybody knows who Tiny is. She was coming out of a party, and it was like a whole bunch of paparazzi out there, and they was just, how's the party? What's going on in there? I'm like, dang, that's celebrity life is not my style.
I think I seen that video too.
Yeah, you probably did. I saw it on
like,
Instagram,
Tiny.
It's crazy.
How's the party?
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand how people.
They make good money.
Do they?
I think so.
Well, that might
might
clarify some things for me, because at first I didn't understand how they did it. But if you're saying they're making good money, I mean that might make it make a little bit more sense.
Yeah. They may make good money.
You think?
I think so.
If you had to guess, how much would you say they make? Paparazzi. You know what? I think they get paid by performance. I think they get paid.
I was just about to say
per picture or story.
Story.
Yeah.
So
if you
depends on the bigger the story.
Depends on how hungry you are. Are you willing to be up at 3:00 in the morning waiting outside the club for a celebrity to come out?
Yeah.
Are you willing to degrade yourself and yell at somebody else's name at the top of your lungs until they turn around?
Or come waiting on somebody at a hotel room in the lobby.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Tiny.
They have to do that all the time. That's not the job for me either.
Nah.
I couldn't.
I couldn't do it.
I can't bother people like that. I wouldn't want to.
You're in their business.
Yeah,
at that point.
I saw one where they was all in Kanye's backyard or his front yard, and he was just like waking up in the morning, and he was coming outside to like with a cup of coffee in his hand, and they was just in his bushes. Like, dog, how you get past my gate? First of all, like, I don't feel safe.
Shoot him.
I mean, you literally can now.
Yeah.
In some states, there are laws where somebody on your property, you can't shoot them legally.
Yeah, that's protecting yourself.
Yeah, basically. I know Florida's one of those states. We know that from the recent trials and stuff.
We don't want to go there.
Well, speaking of Florida, recently it was Trayvon Martin's birthday.
And Sandra Bullock.
Well, we don't really care about Sandra Bullock. She wasn't innocently murdered. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean,
R.I.P. to Trayvon Martin.
Hers was covered up, though.
Sandra Bullock's dead?
Yeah.
The actress?
No, not
that's Sandra Bland, man.
Bland. My bad. I messed up her name. My bad.
I'm thinking you're talking about Sandra Bullock. I'm like, how dare you compare her to Trayvon Martin?
Anyways. Her birthday passed too.
Okay, well, happy birthday to both of them. They both lost their lives tragically and senselessly. So happy birthday to both of those. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Happy Black History Month, man. A little Black History fact. Did you know that Harriet Tubman was a spy for the United States Army?
I heard that was, but I don't know how true that is.
Little Black History fact for you folks. Harriet Tubman, the Underground Railroad escaped slave.
I don't even know how to say the word. Impetus.
I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
That. She was one of those. Abolitionist.
There you go.
And when I heard that, it caught me off guard because I was like, the Army? Wow, that's major. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, if you had been escaping from the south to the north, because let's think about this. This whole East Coast we talking about, she walking. Ain't one no cars.
No.
Okay, so every now and then you might find a nice white person who will put you on the back of their wagon, but that's not often. Ain't one too many of those nice white people. So for the most part, you was walking. She's navigating her way through all these woods and forests and trees and swamps and she did it multiple times. You think she didn't learn the route? So she definitely learned the route because she did it several times. You just happen to memorize it.
Yeah.
She didn't die. She didn't get caught. So she obviously knew what she was doing. So the Army said, "God
damn, put her on the team."
And they used her to navigate through the South to navigate their army. I forgot the name of it. But anyways, they went against the Confederate Army. This was back in the Civil War. Okay, and my hometown, I was proud to read this, man. My hometown where I was born, my birth city, Jacksonville, Florida, was the city that she helped capture from the Confederate Army.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's big.
That's it.
You know what I didn't know that. She helped lead that assault because this is like a battle. This ain't no friendly shit. This is during the Civil War. They shooting, killing. You know what I'm saying? And she's helping lead, not leading, but helping the commander lead this assault on Jacksonville against the Confederate Army, and they captured those soldiers captured the city of Jacksonville.
Wow, that's big right there.
That's big. Shout out to Harriet Tubman. Shout out to black folks because we do a lot of things that we don't know we did. We need to know our history, man. It's powerful.
Yeah, because, they like to cover it up.
They love to cover it up.
There's a lot of things we invented. They cover it up.
Or stole. I saw something about I don't know for a fact, so I'm not even gonna speak on that. But we do know that happens.
Yeah,
we do know that happens. So it is what it is. But study your history, folks. We did some great things in the past, man. Study your history.
Mm-hmm. Do it while you can.
While you can, because after a while you might not be able to.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's on a whole nother level. Hey, we see who's in office, so. Yeah. But hey, we're not gonna.
He might cancel all.
This is not a political podcast, so you know what? It can be. Did you hear? Since we're talking about politics, did you hear Stacey Dash, the chick from Clueless, talking about she want to go run for office? Or she thinking about running for office?
I heard about it like a while back.
What is going on? Why is all this?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's Arnold's fault.
He started it.
Yeah. Because I even heard The Rock was talking about running.
Oh, wow.
And I definitely don't see him. I mean, I can see him winning
because... He's a good guy.
Because of the women like him.
Yeah,
they probably just vote for him because of that.
Yeah, he could win. He's a good guy. I'd vote for him over people like Dash and Trump, though. I mean, he's not... I think people who have studied politics and lived politics all their life should be in office.
That's how I feel.
Not actors.
That's how I definitely feel
actresses.
Because this Trump situation kills me. Because obviously, as you can tell, he don't know shit about politics or anything. He just running, and he admitted himself. He said he was just running just to be running. So it's amazing. So it's weird that you got stars nowadays that want to do this, like be in politics.
It is.
For no reason. They ain't got no politic background, no political background.
So why is this happening? Could it be? I'm gonna throw a shot in the dark real quick. Could it be that there are some powers that are in control that are trying to negatively influence the people by putting negative influences in power? Could that be?
Yes.
That's definitely possible, I think.
I think it's more than likely possible.
Okay? More than likely. Because it's
definitely
ridiculous.
Now because
it's
Trump. Trump, I feel like he's the number one reason.
And people are taking these people. They really voting for these people. They really taking it. Like Stacey Dash had a lot of supporters. Like, yeah, Stacey run for president. Why? She's an actress. Not even a good actress, mind you. She used to be real pretty, but
mind you, only thing I know her from is Clueless. To be honest.
Yeah,
What else has she been in besides that movie? The TV show with
Put Me
Lisa
On.
Ray. They used to come on CW.
Oh yeah.
How long did that last?
And that didn't last long.
Like,
this chick, she cool people and all that, but at least I don't know her. But
I don't know her,
Dame Dash cousin, so I give her a few points. But it's like, she done killed herself so much on social media with this whole I think I'm white routine she going through. Or I want to be white, whatever she want to call it.
Fault.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I guess it could blame Clueless. Who knows? Hollywood, once you get out there, if you ain't strong mentally, they'll take you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got her.
Flip you over and screw you.
And now she want to run for president. Shit, it's bad enough as it is.
Have Oprah.
Please give me Oprah. So because she going to give me a car.
Yeah, everybody a car.
What's up with these stars around here buying cars and, and I ain't got nothing against it now. Don't get me wrong. You see what Drake been doing in the last few weeks?
Living it up.
That dude
been balling.
That dude been, I think he done probably gifted about $1 million in the last 2 weeks. I saw him one day at a woman's shelter, gave them like $50,000.
Yeah, I seen that one.
At a grocery store, read a story about he was at a grocery store, bought everybody in the store groceries.
I don't know. He might have life changing
a
that.
college kid a car, cash. Shot a video. I'm not done. Shot a video at North Miami High School. Dropped $50,000 to pay for the band's uniforms or somebody's uniforms. Not done. Then took one of the students that was at the school, gave her a check for $50,000 for her college tuition. And that's just what I read. What's going on, man? Did this dude?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not mad at it though. I tell you that.
I ain't mad at it either. At least
Shout out to
giving
Drake,
it
man.
back.
Shout out to Drake.
And doing big things.
Because he is a influencer in culture right now. So if people see him, the way I see it is if people see him doing great things, like giving all his money to people who need it, more people will do things like that. Because it becomes cool because Drake's doing it.
Yeah.
So
I did not.
Shout out to him,
I didn't
man.
know he gave that much.
Definitely. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
More people need to do stuff like that because it's getting to the point where y'all getting this
God's
money.
plan.
Hey, shout out to God.
God's plan.
They getting to the level where they getting these amounts that they don't need, like these ungodly amounts. I think Cardi B made damn near 10 million last year. Like rap is very, very.
One song.
Well, she made a few other songs, and then she toured a lot, did a lot of shows, blah blah blah, a lot of endorsements, sponsorships, blah blah. She was on a Super Bowl commercial.
One big song. Yeah,
I mean, but she did a lot of
stuff though. She been doing a lot though.
Super Bowl commercial, don't make cheap.
Oh yeah, Super Bowl commercial.
But I'm just saying, this is how. Look at how much money a rapper can make if you hot.
Endorsements.
So
that's the biggest thing.
Give some of that money back.
Got to.
In my opinion, I like to see that. Shout out to Drake, man. I hope more rappers do it because it's a lot of money floating around, man.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who need it. So shout out to them, though. Big things popping, man.
Yeah.
Did you see that whole thing with Adrian Bronner? What was that all about?
No, I didn't.
Did you hear about it? All right. Well, for those who don't know,
I think he's supposed to be getting ready for a fight, though. Don't
yeah, he's supposed to be getting ready for a fight, but apparently he let's see, how can I put this delicately? He has a depression issue.
Oh.
So, because, this is apparent. It's just all news to me, but apparently this is the case from the research that I did. And, it's very common for people to have depression issues in America. I saw a article online that said that, I forgot the exact number, so I don't want to misquote it, but it was an alarming number of males in America that are dealing with depression. Mm-hmm. For various amounts of reasons, but it's an alarming amount of them. That's like, damn, this is common. This ain't no small thing.
No.
So these dudes aren't able to handle whatever's going on in their lives, and it's depressing them, man. He just had pretty much a breakdown on social media last week. He's supposed to be preparing for this big fight because he's trying to, on this whole championship run, trying to get his belt back. And something happened. I don't know what happened, but basically he just went off on his Instagram. He started posting all these crazy things about fuck my mama, fuck my daddy, fuck the world, fuck everybody. Let me, because I got it in my phone. I'll tell you exactly what he said. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Sorry, so check this out. Here it is right here. Fuck everybody. Don't nobody call my phone. Fuck family. Fuck my baby mamas. Fuck my kids.
Damn.
Fuck y'all kids.
Not the kids.
Fuck my daddy. Fuck my mama.
Not the kids, man. You can't put kids and stuff, man.
Right. That's too far. Like, I understand you going through things, blah, blah, blah. Everybody going through something, but why bring your kids into this mess, man? And people don't realize, like, your tongue has power. You know what I'm saying?
That's the most powerful weapon a person has.
I'm telling you. And then he tried to clean it up, talking about, let me be a little bit more specific. Since motherfuckers think I said fuck my kids. You did. We don't think you said it. We saw you say it. So I don't, he never said what exactly happened. A few days later.
Yeah, breakdown.
Definitely. And it's like, whatever is that bad, okay, I understand. Especially, like Biggie said, shout out to Biggie, more money, more problems. Okay, the more money you get, the more problems you got to deal with. I understand that.
Always.
But at the end of the day, ain't no problem big enough for you to be talking about fuck your kids.
Exactly.
Because they didn't ask to be here.
No. You put them in the world.
You brought them here. And now it's their fault.
I can't believe you said that.
Definitely. So, that I thought that was fucked up. And, I think that we as men should find better ways to deal with our anger and our depression. You know what I'm saying? Kind of reason why I brought this, topic up, because it's like people got to realize that, especially fathers, your actions affect not only you, but they affect your kids as well. Mm-hmm. And a man in his position, your actions are going to affect your kids for life, because you are on the stage, the world stage. Everybody sees you.
Everybody sees you.
Everybody knows you.
That's the biggest thing about it.
And so this stuff is going to, I'm just going to delete it.
I heard your dad say fuck you.
Exactly.
It's like,
that follows him for life. You got to deal with that for life. You got a crazy daddy. Kids making fun of him in school. And then the thing
trickle down.
The thing that tripped me out the most is motherfuckers will try to delete it. Oh, I ain't mean it. A few days later, he tried to delete it and put out a post apologizing to his family. I didn't mean to say what I said. I didn't mean it how y'all thought I said it. I was just going through something.
Cries for help.
You deleting it like ain't nobody see it. We saw it. But whatever. You need to get help, man.
Yeah.
Adrian Bronner, I know you're probably not listening to it, but if anybody who knows you is listening to it, y'all need to, if y'all a real friend, y'all will get him some help.
Yeah, because he need it.
He need it.
Definitely gonna say fucking kids, man.
Not the kids, and he got babies. I can see if they was like 17, 18, they can fend for themselves. No, I'm just playing. But still, that's fucked up. I just had to throw a little joke in there.
I mean, either way it goes, it's ill. Like, definitely if they young.
Yeah, they
that's gonna hurt.
Because he's not even 30 yet, I don't think. So I know his kids ain't no older than 4, 5, 6, 7
Yeah, that's gonna
ish in that age group. And they don't realize it right now, but it's gonna come back later on in life.
And what got me when you was talking about that, it's a big number of men. That's surprising.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of men dealing with
you
depression.
wouldn't think it would be men, but I guess that goes back to when people always say like a man should always open up to somebody.
Got to find somebody to talk to. Communication is key, fellas.
Cause that helps, I guess.
It definitely does. It definitely does. I can attest because I'll even go as far as admitting that when I was after I got out of the military, I had to see a therapist because I had a lot of things going on in my head that I was dealing with, and I had to get them out.
Yeah.
So I had to talk to somebody. I had to find understanding, and that's what a lot of men deal with. We have this role of being the leaders in our household, so we take all of this strife on our backs, and we don't let none go. You got to talk to somebody. Your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your girl,
somebody,
your friend, your kids. Talk to somebody. Get it off your chest. Because if you keep it inside, what happens is, pastor too. Pastors are good to talk to. Somebody wise. Don't talk to nobody who, if you think you're smarter than them, don't talk to them. Talk to somebody. You want to be in a room with somebody who's smarter than you. That way you can learn from them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's just as men, let's just try to communicate better. With the world, with women, with our women. And maybe we won't have to deal with as much stress and depression because we communicate and we getting help. You know what I'm saying? That's the key thing, man.
Sometimes helps.
Dudes be so proud and don't want to talk about nothing. And I know he one of them because he's a boxer. He's famous.
Yeah.
He got this whole demeanor of cocky attitude, cocky personality. He ain't finna tell nobody his feelings because he's come too far in his journey of being this big tough guy to break down and tell his feelings now. But you got to. You only human.
Cause
and then what happens is
tough guys need.
You hold that shit in, and what happens? It builds up. Pressure bust pipes, boom, and then it all comes out on Instagram. Fuck my kids, fuck my mama, fuck my daddy.
Yeah.
When all you had to do is go talk to somebody, and none of that wouldn't happen.
None of it. And the toughest guys need help too.
Everybody.
So
everybody need help.
Damn.
So get help. Talk to people. Tell people your problem. Communication is key. People. Communication is key. But moving on to the next topic, that's pretty heavy, man. Fuck your kids. But anyways, I don't even want to talk about that anymore. I was watching the news. And apparently there is a satellite probe that America launched 20 years ago. I never knew about it because I was like maybe 12 then. But apparently they launched a satellite probe into the solar system 20 years ago with the mission being to make it to Saturn. So this year, that satellite probe enters Saturn's atmosphere. They got pictures. It was near the moon. Saturn's moon is named I got this somewhere, Titan. Saturn's moon is named Titan. So it landed on Titan, or it was near Titan. Took pictures of Saturn, got pictures of Saturn, and sent them back to Earth.
Did they find life?
No, it's not close enough. It didn't land. You got to land there.
It didn't go there.
They're just in the solar system right now. You're not even in Saturn's atmosphere just yet. They said it's not supposed to reach Saturn's orbit until September of this year. It'll be in orbit, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna land. I think it's just meant to take pictures and observe stuff. I don't think it can land. I don't think it has the ability to. You know what I'm saying? It was just sent out because it was sent 20 years ago. So, technology wasn't that great back then.
Yeah.
If they sent something now, it probably could.
20 years ago, man.
It took 20 years to get to Saturn. And that's fast because if a human would have went, it would have took way longer. because a human, just like with the I don't know if you familiar with the there's a group called SpaceX that's under the whole Tesla organization, and they are dealing with a lot of space exploration. They just had a launch last week, I think, where they sent. I don't even understand the full parameters of it, but it was supposedly like groundbreaking history.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Where they launched a car up in space, and the rockets came back and landed, and everybody was like, "Oh shit!" All the scientists and the nerds who understand what's going on, they was blown away. Yeah. I was like, okay, but apparently in 20 years we're gonna all look back like we lived through history. So I just try to, take a peek at it, but I don't fully understand it. But it's still very interesting that we sent something to Saturn.
Yeah, I mean, 20 years ago. That's amazing, though.
That is amazing. And a lot of people have trouble dealing with it because, there's so many people out there that feel like the Earth is flat and there are no other planets. You know what I'm saying? But, I just find it hard to believe because I'm not a flat earther, but I try not to talk down on them because at the end of the day, nobody really knows. Let's air quotes. Nobody really knows. But at the end of the day, oh man, Instagram blowing up. What was I saying? At the end of the day, nobody really knows. But the thing is, there's so many concepts out there that make them seem like they right, but at the same time make them seem like they wrong. You know what I'm saying? They got all of these pictures from space, and then they'll say, the flat earthers will say, oh, that's all fake. Or somebody made it on a computer. But then it's like...
But you don't know.
But you don't know. And then it's like, I think about it like this. I try to think of it from a logical standpoint. If I'm the government and I want to trick the citizens, am I going to spend all of this money just to trick them? Because they spending billions, maybe even trillions for these space flights.
Yeah. For
the fuel, the rockets, the technology, the scientists that work on it. You got all of these people in labs. The satellites is floating. You got all of these people in labs working. So you telling me all these labs are fake too, and all the equipment in them are fake?
And that's what I always wondered, because how do they know if it's flat?
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody.
Are you going out there to prove this?
Right. But every time a video come out like this, where somebody going out and say, "Oh, that's fake. That's CGI. That's movie animation." But okay, well, show me what's real. If you're gonna call this fake, because that's all I got.
You gotta show me something real.
This is all I got.
You gotta show me some kind of evidence that it ain't right.
Exactly. And I understand. We live in a world where we've been lied to. I understand that. People, I get it. We have been lied, especially black people. We've been lied to. Okay, I get it.
We've been lied to.
But the thing is, what else? You gotta prove it to me then. If I'm wrong, prove it to me.
Yeah.
Until then, and I read that because I was in a I don't know where I was, somewhere deep in a nerdy forum, somewhere reading shit. Up late one night. You see, up late one night reading on some nerdy shit, and I came across this forum where these dudes was arguing with each other. And one of his arguments was the reason why you know that there are no other planets is because the planets, if you look, all of the planets were named after Roman gods. Every planet except Earth was named after a Roman god. Venus, goddess of war, I believe. Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, Pluto. All of these are Roman gods. And the planets are named after them. So that was one of his arguments, basically. And then I went and looked into that, and sure enough, back in the day, the first people to discover them were the Romans, and they named them. So who knows if they lied?
Yeah,
they could have lied, or maybe they didn't. Maybe they really did see something. But I just feel like all this time, it's been a lot of money spent. Even if they didn't really go to outer space, you spent money. Why fake it? Why fake it?
I don't.
You just want me to think that it's an outer space? How does that benefit the government that I think it's an outer space and that there are 9 planets? How does that benefit the government? If you tell me how that benefits the government, then I believe that this Earth is flat.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
Because they're not making no money.
They ain't making no money off of it.
That's the only way you're going to benefit. The government, that's the only way they're going to benefit.
Thank you. So until you prove that to me, the Earth round.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't see how you can prove it's flat. At this point,
I mean,
back then, yeah, maybe
they had before technology. And that's a whole nother world out there we don't even know about. But they finding out about it. They learning. Maybe in our lifetime we'll learn more. Maybe we'll find other life out there.
Because amazing, though. 20 years, though.
That's a long time. I'm surprised this shit didn't break down.
Like, 20 years. I'm trying to think, like, I know I was in elementary school like 20 years ago. Like,
how does it go for 20 years and not break down? Salute to the person who designed that. You designed something that lasts for 20 years. Salute to you, man.
Smart.
Like T.J. Henderson off Smart Guy.
That boy's smart.
10-year-old whiz kid, busting high school. A pugnacious little fella with 1,000 IQ.
Might have been.
Why do I know that song still?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
All right. So, anyways, that's that.
I don't even know.
JT,
take,
on you.
My hot take of the week is this company out in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay, I've been up there.
They started this little program with their employees.
Okay.
With the microchip technology.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's like a Microsoft technology. They can log in to the computers, clock in. They can even buy snacks from the vending machine with this. I don't like the idea.
Where is it?
They don't say the name of the company.
No. Where's the chip? Where do they plant it at?
I think their finger or their wrist or something like that.
Gotcha.
But it was interesting because like you can buy and purchase like snacks and stuff too at your job.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that got me. But it's like, it's not like everybody. They asked employees if they wanted to be a part of it. But at the same time, it's like kind of weird to me because do you really want a chip in you? Because you don't know what they can do to you.
You don't. This is new technology.
And it's technology. Nowadays, people are crazy.
Right. And they hacking into this shit.
Me and my sister, I don't remember the name of this movie, but it was a movie.
Uh-huh.
And it was about an office company that had like microchips in them. And it was a group of people that worked in the office set it up to the point where, or they took over the microchip and said to try to take over the company through the microchips by having people kill each other and stuff.
Yeah, like I was saying, they hack into them.
Yeah.
And they control your hand.
Yeah, either they
Why are you holding a gun at me? Oh, I didn't mean to.
Like they made it into a game or some situation.
What's the name of that?
I don't even remember the name of the movie.
Gotcha.
But if I find out, I'll let you know.
That's crazy, man.
But I think it's crazy. And then on top of that, I seen another article too when I was looking at the article or looking up and reading on it. And then I seen another one somewhere overseas. You know how trains used to have the tickets you have for the show that you paid to ride this train.
Right.
They replacing that with a microchip.
Are you serious? So you got to get a chip in your hand just to get on the train?
Yeah. And I was like, damn, technology is amazing for one.
It is, definitely.
But stuff like that is like, are we ready for shit like that?
Right.
Like,
and when I was a kid,
people are hacking computers and cell phones nowadays. So it's like,
and I'm gonna offer you another output on it because I remember when I was a kid, and some people believe that, some people don't. But I remember when I was a kid going to church, they used to say that this microchip would be the mark of the beast. In the end times, if you a religious person, you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. They said that they would say that what would happen is, these people would implant chips in their hands, or if they didn't have the chip, they implant it in their forehead. That way you could prove what side you were on. Mm-hmm. So, it's just an interesting take on it that, this is coming into fruition now. Because this was when I was a kid, they was talking about this. And they may have had the technology back then. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just going off of what people said. I just thought that would be an interesting take, something for people to think about, because it's getting to the point where, like, it sounds like, I remember hearing something about that, and it was more along the lines of using it for banking. Like, you would store all your money on it, and that way you wouldn't need a card. You could just use your hand to buy stuff, or use your hand like you at the grocery store. All right, that'll be $27.50. Okay, boop. You know what I'm saying? So just something to think about. But that's where the world is heading, and it's crazy seeing crazy stuff like that. But I can assure you, it's only the beginning.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, and like you just said, that's the only beginning. That is crazy.
So you just got.
But how do you feel about it? Like, would you?
I would not. I would not. Only for the simple fact because I am religious, and that's what was told to me. So for one thing, that's one reason why I wouldn't do it. Whether it's true or not, that's just what was told to me. Mm-hmm. So I'm the type of person that if I believe in something, I stick to it, regardless of what the world say. Yeah. First of all, second of all, I wouldn't do it because of what you said. I'm the type of person that feels like I know what people are capable of. Yeah. If Sony can get hacked, if Target can get hacked, what made me think little old Kyle with an RFID chip in my hand can't get hacked? You know what I'm saying? And the government may not be so lenient when people are out here killing people. How we know you got hacked? How we know you ain't just do that? I ain't got time for all that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then on top of that, you don't know.
I don't know who controlling this thing.
Exactly.
I don't know who's going to have control of this because one thing about it that I've learned about business since I've been in school, people start businesses to sell them. Then they sell them to other people who ain't the same people. So you might get that chip in your hand and that business gets sold to some evil genius and they say, he want to use the chip for world domination. He's trying to have a little army. Exactly. And that chip is in your body.
Weird, man.
Because
you can reprogram that chip to do anything.
Right. And I'm good. I'm good on that. That's very interesting. I think that's crazy that they're doing that, but I'm definitely good on that.
Me too. Definitely.
That's crazy.
Like, it's amazing.
And they basically sound like they're forcing people to do it.
No.
Like, well, if you ain't going to be able to get on the train if you don't get
on
the
train situation sounds like, that's weird. That was weird.
In Europe?
I don't remember where it was at. I just know it was overseas somewhere.
I hear you.
And then, and like with the company, they asked their employees, if they wanted to do it.
Now,
like that.
In 10 years, they ain't gonna be asking.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Like in a few years, you automatically get injected with a chip when you get high.
This world, man. I'm telling you, things are crazy, man. Things are getting crazy in the world. Just be mindful. Keep praying. If you're a prayer, pray. If you're not,
pray.
Start praying. That's all I gotta say.
Pray. I mean, that's amazing though. Like, I would never think of nothing like having a chip in your body. Just to be able to clock in and log in on a computer for work, you know what I'm saying? It's
not necessary if you ask me.
Definitely. I mean, I wouldn't want that.
It's just lazy. Like, what's the
why you just couldn't invent the flying cars first?
That's what we really need.
Just go to that, right?
Chips.
But it's amazing. I feel like that's unsafe.
I hear you.
Right. To show them. Technology, man, and health.
Hey. So anyways, moving on. Today's Idiot of the Week is very interesting. I think you'll have get another kick out of this one, just like we always do. I aim to top myself every week with the Idiot of the Week, try to make it more interesting than the last. And that's very easy because apparently there are a lot of idiots in the world. So this week, we have one idiot by the name of Donald Pugh. Shouts out to Donald Pugh. No. Donald Trump is the idiot of the life. But anyways, the guy's name is Donald Pugh. Shout out to Donald Pugh. You gave me a very entertaining story, so shout out to you. A guy from Ohio. Okay. He lived a life where he did a few things that, weren't necessarily considered legal. You know what I'm saying? They kind of put him on the run, is what they call it, if you will. So he starts out on the run. He's running from the police. He leaves Ohio, get out of Ohio, because, that's what they're looking for him at. On the way down south, because he heads south. And on the way down south, he breaks a few more laws. Because he's like, I done broke a few already. They already looking for me. What's a few more laws? So the guy turns up to be wanted for DUI, burglary, and ironically arson. I don't know how that compares.
Okay.
But anyways,
this might be interesting.
Is that Larry Fitzgerald on the golf course? You saw him? Yeah, that was definitely him. So anyways, Donald Pugh. So he's on the run. He ends up in South Florida. Okay? So the Ohio Police Department, or whatever police department that he was on the run from, they end up putting out, when you on the run, they put out the pictures and this man is wanted with your picture on it. So they put out the paper with his picture on, and it went out and he saw it. And this mother said to himself, I don't like that picture. So you know what he does?
What he do?
He gets his phone.
Take another picture and send it to him.
Let me find my light. You know how y'all 90s babies do it. Selfie. Takes a selfie. Okay?
Don't tell me he sent it to him.
Types in the Ohio Police Department's phone number and sends it to him with a message that reads, I don't like that picture y'all posted. Here's a better one. Now, the problem with that is, it's 2018. Technology is very advanced. So when you text somebody,
You can trace that number.
with the right equipment and technology, which I'm sure the police have, they can trace numbers.
Oh my God. Okay.
And in fact, the technology is so good that not only can they trace the number, but they can also trace it to an exact location.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are towers that are around that ping the number wherever you're at. So you're off these towers. So if I'm in Jamaica, boom, it pings there. So the police have an exact location where this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. They call him up. I mean, not call him up. They call the police in Florida, and they let him know, look, the guy we want, he's at such and such. This is his address. Go get him. They go arrest him, take him back to Ohio, and now he's in prison. Now, my question is, what made him think it was a good idea, and why did he want to send a picture to the police? Why does it matter? In my mind, I'm thinking if the police are looking for me, the goal is to not get caught. So if they got a bad picture, that's perfect because it might not look like me.
Exactly.
And it might not help people find me.
This is a fucking sketch.
This fool, let me show you the picture because I got the picture. This fool went and got him a haircut, and that's how he looks. That's the picture he sent in.
You're a fool.
I don't like that first one. Here's a better one.
He had to be a black person.
Donald Pugh, you're an idiot. Folks, if you on the run from the police, shouldn't have to say this, but apparently we do. If you're on the run from the police, don't send them a text because they'll trace your number and they'll find you.
Don't even contact the police.
Don't contact them at all. Don't send a better picture because that also helps them find you.
Idiot of the week.
That's the idiot of the week, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't even know how to describe that one right there, though.
That might be a little bit more than an idiot. We might need to change. It might need to be straight fool of the week. Clown. I like clown.
If this was the Breakfast Club, you would show that donkey the other day.
I mean, who does that?
Like, who sends another picture?
I never heard of that in my life.
As a matter of fact, the picture they had of you before was perfect for you not to be getting caught.
Exactly.
Now you gonna get caught.
Exactly. This dude, let me see if I can. This dude, I mean, I look like he got a haircut. And then he shaved his facial hair. So
clean face.
The problem with shaving your facial hair is for women and guys who don't have facial hair like myself. The problem is your face becomes clearer. You know, if I got hair on my face, it's hard to recognize me. You know what I'm saying? If you like JT over here, he got hair on his eyes are covering his eyes. You know, it's hard to recognize him. But if he shaves, you see more of his face. So why would you shave and then send that picture to the police? Apparently because he's an idiot.
Because he's the idiot of the week.
That's the only explanation we got. That's the only thing I can say.
He's smart.
He's smart, huh?
He's smart. It's like, let me go clean up real quick. Before they come and get me.
My mama said I always should look my best.
Always look my best when they come and get me.
Sad. And it's always the brothers, man. We got to do better. Stop making these dumb mistakes, man. Why it's always, well, I can't say it's always us because white people do some dumb stuff too. When the Eagles won the Super Bowl last week, I saw a white guy eating horse manure. Literally. Out of the street. Like, you know, they had big police horses walking down the street?
The parade?
Yeah. No, it was before the parade. This was literally the night of the Super Bowl after they won. He was on the street. They were partying, and somebody.
Was he hungry?
I mean, I don't know.
He was that hungry?
I mean, but still, I'd rather eat my jacket than some horse manure. I mean, and it was a chunk of it. I hate to talk about it, but white people do stupid stuff too. So I ain't gonna just say it's black people. But
He better got paid.
what? No, it was one of those things where you drunk, you on the street, and somebody's like, eat it, eat it, eat it, and he's like, and ate it. Disgusting.
Idiot.
That should have been the idiot of the week. Philadelphia, shouts out to you. Y'all got some idiots. One dude standing on top of the Ritz-Carlton, broke the awning at the Ritz-Carlton. I know they pissed. He jumping off of it. They don't care about their life. Super Bowl. Just you won the Super Bowl, so now you gonna die? Is it worth that? What if they didn't catch you? That's concrete.
How you break this shit?
Because he was jumping up and down on it. I don't even know how he got up there. And other than that, I'm surprised they didn't send no security out there. But I guess they couldn't deal. There was too many people in the streets because there was a lot of people in the streets. One of my clients went up there for the parade. Fuck that though.
Man.
Oh,
It's amazing.
Fuck that.
You better not come bring that shit here.
Well, like Walt said, if you think that's something, let Atlanta win it.
Right?
What about Kevin Hart though?
With
Oh, yeah, trying to get on stage.
Security straight block. You know.
Get your little ass out of here. And then when he went down there to hang out with the players, they was pushing him around. You saw that? The little guy, get out of here, little guy. But you know, they all he's like their little toy, I guess. It's just like playing with him.
He's winning though.
Yeah, he is. He's won. Fuck winning.
He's,
He was winning years ago. Now he won.
Yeah, he's the Migos of the TV industry.
Nah, he bigger than Migos. Way bigger.
Yeah.
That's an understatement. Because Migos only got 2 albums. They ain't been out that long. They ain't made a lot of money.
Yeah, more than 2 hours.
No, they got mixtapes. They only have 2 albums. They got the rest of that stuff is mixtapes. Culture 1 and Culture 2.
Them the only 2?
The rest of them are mixtapes. It's hard to tell these days because everything gets released on iTunes the same way. But there's a difference between a studio length album
And they play
them the same way. So it's hard to tell. But it's a difference between a studio length album and a mixtape. I know it's not easy to tell, but there's still a difference. But yeah, if I was going to compare Kevin Hart to somebody, I would say Drake, but he's bigger than Drake too. I mean, Drake is the biggest thing in the world right now as far as rap is concerned. I was having this conversation, and Migos are big. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're not big.
I say Drake and Future.
Drake is bigger than Future. Because you got to think, Drake transcended.
It's way bigger.
You know what I'm saying? He is in every market. See, what people don't realize, Migos are popular. They got hit songs, and that's great. But they're not in every market yet. It will be soon, one day maybe, if the music scene stays the same. But the thing about people like Drake, Kanye West, they transcended across the globe in every market.
Nicki too.
Nicki, Lil Wayne, people like that. It's a different level. That's why when you look Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? When you look at Instagram, it's a reason why people like the Migos got 5 million followers and somebody like Drake got 40 million. It's a big difference. You see what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj, 80 million. Beyonce, 98 million. That's a big difference from 5.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So Kevin Hart, 40, 50 million. Maybe more. I don't know. But, it'll happen.
Dwayne Johnson.
Who?
Rock Dwayne Johnson.
Yes, he's one of them. He's like 90 million. It's just a bigger level. And that's only because, not saying that Migos is trash, which they are, but that's not why it's because they just haven't been out that long. And, they hip-hop.
Hip-hop.
So it's harder to break through Beverly Hills as a hip-hop artist than it is to be a comedian or The Rock. You know what I'm saying? It's a guy in Beverly Hills who got kids. He'll ride in the car listening to The Rock. He'll watch a Kevin Hart DVD, but he don't know who the Migos are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
And got Nicki Minaj playing in the background.
You know what I'm saying? Or his daughter do.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that Barbie girl. Yeah, I know her.
Yep. That's good, man.
So what else you got, man? What else you got? Got anything else?
Nah. Nothing else really. Shout out to the Cavs, I guess.
Shout out to the Cavs, man. The
Making
new, hold on,
moves.
the Cavs 2.0. The new look Cavs. Because they got them a new squad and they looking pretty good. Shout out to Jordan Clarkson.
I wish they would have made some trades with the Hawks.
Right.
So we can get a squad.
We're going to be all right. We're going to one day. It can't be bad forever.
Nah.
Can't be. So we're going
Oh,
to be
yeah,
all right.
and
I'm listening.
happy belated birthday to Julio Jones.
Oh, yeah?
His birthday was this past weekend, too.
How old is he now? He's not 30 yet, is he?
No, he's 29.
Cool. He's still young in football age. For those of y'all who like 30 ain't old, I know. But if in the NFL, it's decrepit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need a wheelchair at 30 in the NFL. So they say.
Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles,
For
I
winning
guess,
that
for winning
Super
the Super
Bowl
Bowl.
and taking down the giant Brady. That was well deserved. They deserved that. They played great defense. So shout out to them.
Yeah.
I think Malcolm Butler not being able to play was fucked up. So I think Bill Belichick is full of shit when he says a football decision. But at the end of the day, a lot of people. I will say that a lot of people said that he's not that good in run situations. So I don't know. It's the reason why Bill Belichick's head coach in the NFL and I'm not. So I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to jump down his throat too much. He obviously knows something I don't know, but I just thought that was fucked up.
Probably was. What else? It's Valentine's this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
This week. So.
What you doing for Valentine's Day? Shout out to all the single ladies out there. Y'all ain't got no man or no money, so y'all going to be at home.
Drinking on wine.
Drinking that wine. Shout out to y'all. Valentine's Day ain't for y'all, but shout out to y'all anyway.
Yeah. I ain't got no plans. I'm just chilling.
All-Star Weekend, baby. You ain't going out to the All-Star Weekend in L.A.?
I know.
You got all the money?
JT.
Be watching it on TV.
Exactly. How about you?
Same old, man. You know me, man. Just rocking out, man. Living life, rocking out to my old school, man.
Okay.
Smoking my good ganja and, I do got some stuff going on this weekend, actually. And I gotta get ready for next month, too. I got something going on next month, too. But the All-Star game, though, it's going to be pretty interesting. That's this weekend. Looking forward to that. Not so much dunk contest, though, like I used to. I used to love the dunk contest, but it's whack now, so looking out for the All-Star game, though, should be pretty good, even though a lot of injuries have happened. A lot of big players, Porzingis, all those guys. Anyways, but it should be pretty good, man. But anyways, that's it for the More Life Podcast. It's been episode 4. We want to thank y'all for joining us, and we'll be back next week. Same More Life time, same More Life channel. JT, anything to add?
Nah, man. Just catch y'all next, 2 weeks?
Well, they don't know it's 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, now they do.
See y'all in 2 weeks. More Life Podcast. We out this thing, man. Peace.
Peace.